What's up, guys? Welcome back to another action-packed episode here on AC Designs Garage. And on today's episode, we got something super rare for you guys. And also, it's going to save y'all some moolah. So let's get to it. Most of you guys and gals out there on watching this channel works on cars, motorcycles, C10s, D50s, Dodges, Fords. We got a gamut of stuff. We all like a bunch of different stuff. But you guys want to be safe while you're working on them. That's number one. We want you guys to be here for a long time, so we want you to be safe. So I'm going to show you what me and Dad's been using. I'm not the first one to come with this. A lot of guys use it. But what we use as a jack stand, number one, they're made of wood. Number two, they're affordable. Number three, you need two tools to build it. I'm going to show you my oldie goldie that me and Dad built probably 10, 15 years ago, maybe. We've been using them ever since. This thing has held up. 3/4 ton Dodge with a Cummins in it. You know what kind of weight that is. It's held my 3/4 ton Chevrolet truck. It's held all kind of things. I use this thing for everything. I use it for standing on if I need to paint top of the car, if I need to sand top car. You can use these things for everything, guys. They're very well worth a little bit of time it takes to make it. So I'm going to show you the old school one. Here it is, guys. This is basically, I think they call it cribbing. If you ever notice when they go to move a house, they build up with big old blocks and stuff like that to hold the house up. They go to move it. Shipyards use them to pick the ships up, you know, if they're in dry dock and stuff. But basically, we're building a car version. And the cool thing is, your car ain't gonna roll and fall off a jack stand or nothing like that, because your tire sits right in here. We're gonna call this middle dog here. This is gonna be short dog, and you can make a tall dog if you want to. Just add more wood, guys. You can also, I thought about like on the lift and stuff, Dad made another set to set the cars down where they're higher, where you can get up under the roll, but they got some protection under them. And we thought about maybe drilling some holes and putting some pins up there and stacking them and bolting them together. But you know, you don't want to get too high up with them because they will get a little wonky. But these here, I'm gonna give you all the measurements. We're gonna build these two. I got two sets. There's another set of 2x4s down here. So we're gonna build two short dogs, and what the short dogs is for is they go on like these Harbor Freight dollies here that we use to roll the cars around. If you look, the 32 has a set of mini dogs on it. Now these work good, and I'll show you how we attach them to it, but it makes the car, picks it up where you can work under it, and it makes it where you can roll it around, all that good stuff with those. But yeah, these are the 1,500 pound dollies. And yeah, you can just make them whatever size you want, guys. So we're gonna get this thing put together. I did want to show you my OG one right here, and we'll show you real quick on easy ways to use these, different ways you can use these things. So like I said, I use them for standing on blocks because I'm kind of vertically challenged. So being 5'7", you know, a lot of times I can't reach the top of roofs of cars, and these things are stable. You can turn these bad boys up like that, and that's about 16 inches tall. You can walk on top of this. If you want to make just a real sturdy one, you could build them like this. If you really want a heavy duty one, is just come down through here and add some more in here. I like to leave that void, which you can come over here, put this side where you can see it. And if you want to make them extra strong, because up here, if you got a lot of weight and if you got a lot of wiggling in it, that these things can roll just a little, but we run big 3-inch decking screws in them, so we ain't had no trouble. You can see this one, it's a little warped up from 15 years of abuse, but in my opinion, these are the world's most safest jack stands you can use, my opinion. Also, guys, I'm gonna link in the description box below. It don't cost you guys any extra, and I make a wee little bit off qualified purchases, but I'll link it down below down here. Oh, what is that? Squirrel. Anyway, I'll link it down below. This is the Vevor airbag jack. I think it's like a 3-ton jack. Air jack is airbag jack. This thing is great. I feel like you're an IndyCar crew member or something. But we're gonna get this thing scooched under here, and I'm gonna show you how awesome this thing is. And then we'll put our little jack stand to work. So I'm gonna put my jack stand up there. So we're gonna go right here. Just line that bad boy up, and you just reach down here and you open your valve like that. Get down here where you guys can see it. Open her on up a little bit more. Close your valves. And see, at this point here, you can just unhook this, but I'm gonna leave it hooked up in case we gotta go up some more. But you can see it lifts it right there. We're gonna put this thing up under the chassis right here, and then show you how stable it really makes it. Should have got me a light beforehand. We'll use old middle dog here. Thing is, you just throw my light under there. Alright guys, you just set that there. Come over here to your valve, dump it. Sitting right there. Got her about off of the jack here. She'll come down. Now she ain't no speed demon, but she works good. But if you look here, look how good it just, the frame lays on it like that. It ain't gonna chip your chassis and all that good stuff. If it's got a bolt that sticks down in, you're not gonna have any trouble out of it like that. But it makes it where you can get it higher. You can, if you got something to get high enough, you can double stack it. But now we're going to show you how to use it with the tires to get it up high enough to where you can really work on it and stuff. But yeah, the combination of this here, and I think this jack's under $100, guys. I'll put you a link down there. And this thing works great. They had sent me this a long time ago. They didn't pay me to say nothing, but we reviewed it, and man, does it work good. I tried to do it under the cross member. We got too much droop in the control arm, so we're gonna just put them under the control arm so we can pick it up. So it's gonna go up under the, basically right there at the spring pocket. There we go, gonna get some lift now. Yeah, 3-wheel, baby. All right. All right, now we're going to make these to where we're going to put divots. I'm going to show you how to put divots in the bottom of these where they'll lock onto these. And if you're not moving it and you want it stable, go over and hit the dump. Super duper safe way of working on your car. That thing's not going to move. I can go under there and not worry a bit about that. Now we got it set all crooked-eyed and everything. I'll show you how unlevel it is. Yeah, she's hitting some 3-wheel motion almost. But yeah, guys, just simple as that. This little thing here works great. I mean, like I said, you put it under your chassis, under cross members, under rear end. Your pumpkin head will sit right down in the middle of this, and the axles it'll support on the sides. And if you ever got anything really heavy, like in between where you got these gaps, just cut you some little blocks and shim in there and screw it in. You can make this thing as heavy duty as you want to. But yeah, with this combination of these wheel dollies and these things here, like I said, right now you can get up there, you can work under it, you don't have to worry about it. Your loved ones ain't got to worry about you. Nothing like it to where these can slide out from under there. The wood kind of grips, you know, metal on metal is pretty slicky. So first off, you're gonna need some 2x4s. And you're gonna cut these bad boys here at 16 inches. To do the short dog, you're gonna need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Medium dog is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Medium dog's 14. We ain't got no big dogs yet. We just short dog, medium dog. So Daddy already pre-cut these. You don't need to see how to cut wood. I mean, if you got a little 10-inch compound miter chop saw, whatever you got, just cut them 16 inches long. That's all you need. You need 10 of them per each tire if you're doing the short dogs. Then you're gonna need some kind of little, I'm a DeWalt man because we got a lot of batteries. Some kind of little impact. It can be corded. We'll list these. If you don't have them and you want one, I'll list the chop saw in the description too and stuff. If you don't have one of them, don't know what you need. This is what we use. I guess these are a number 10 by 2.5 inch long. The T25. I like, and they come with a little Torx bit. I like these Torx bit ones. These are decking screws. They got the coating on them. But these things here, you don't strip out like you would a Phillips or something. So we do these, and if you'll look, you're getting plenty of bite in both of them. And They work great. It zips through it great. Also, we're going to get us a square too because we're going to want a square, but we can use this table here. But get you a framing square. We'll go over here and grab one of these real quick. Y'all wonder what those are? Those are the Shakemaster 4000s. Available only at www.acdesignsgarage.com. And if you're tired of shaking your spray paint by hand, you need one. Or a t-shirt or a hat, whatever. It helps us out and we appreciate it. My magnets back over here somewhere. All right, framing square. That'll work. Is that all we need? Yeah, for right now. Also, we're gonna need a couple C-clamps just to get these first couple started. If you got a brad nail or something that's got long enough nails, you can square them up, put one in each corner before you run your screws. But these run in pretty good. If you need to, you can get a little smaller drill bit and pre-drill them. Keeps them from cracking out if you get close to the end, but we're gonna take our chances. So, let's get one squared up here. Super easy to build. I ain't no woodworker. That's why I'm a metal worker, because if I cut them short, I can weld them back together. All right, if you got a fairly square table, you can square them up like that. They don't have to be 1000% perfect, guys, but get you some of these clamps. I like these big ones. This one here is the 300 pounder. But I'm just gonna clamp it to the table. Make sure she's good and square to the edge. Then you'll get one up here. Ain't got enough room. Use that in a minute. Stay there. Get you one under here. Basically, you just line the corners up. Get this edge over here flush and this edge right here flush, and you're pretty good. Like I said, if you had a brad nailer to make it a little easier from a walking on this first run. This first run is the worst. I don't know if this table's cut square or not. It might be. Then you come down like this, and these things are super easy, guys. You'll come down like that, and I'm gonna get me another one right here. Put it in the middle. And pull down, keep tension on it. Just bump her around till she's flush. See, I need my little square, this one here. I gotta bump that and goofy. That was good enough. Good as snuff, not as dusty. We got to get this done. So get your supplied little T25 Torx. Chuck it in our impact here. And what you're going to do, because we're going to come back and the next row is going to be like this, you're going to have to kind of remember where your screws are. We're just going to kind of move them around. I just do 2 for one, and then the next ones will do this way and the next ones will do this way. You just keep rotating them, because you'll know you'll run them in there and it'll stop. But this bottom, the bottom ones I usually put, is that gonna work in there? Yeah, that'll work. So I'm gonna come in about probably a 1/2 inch from each end. And these things here go, boy, they don't play. That split just a little. Probably need to that may just do what I said I wasn't going to. We're going to pre-drill this. So what you're going to want to do is, probably more of a scientific way to do this, but what I do is I try to get a drill bit. That's too big. You want a drill bit smaller than the threads. We'll go just a hair smaller. That way you still get a good lock on them. You just basically need something to keep it from. I could use a mic, but that'd be too easy. We'll try one. I like this one. It is a 1/8 inch. I think that's 1/8 inch. I gotta get my new glasses. I can't see. So we're just gonna do a pilot hole just to see, because we don't want them splitting out and stuff. Plus it makes them easier to run in. You ain't moving these things, but see if this one keeps it from splitting. About a 1/2 inch in is what you want. We'll come back, burn that unit in. That's nice there. Yeah, pre-drill's the way to go, guys. It may take a hair longer. Now those screws are not cheap. That's where you're gonna spend your most money at, but these things are worth their weight. That's her. You ain't gotta hog them all the way down through it. Just get them down there like that. And let's spin this around so we can work on it. Square it up easier. Squared there. Man, this thing is not doing well. Let me spin around. My box is in the way over here. I got a filing cabinet under there. It's got welds and stuff in it. So by putting this right here in the middle, it should hold pressure. Good enough, not as dusty. Burn them holes. Nice and flush. Time to go NASCAR on this one. Can't be going slow. Looking good, and you can stop right here if you needed a super duper shorty. You can stop right here. All right, guys, that's that one. Now, sometimes I'll take and you can do this to remember where they are or where you want to mark them. Pull them about halfway out like this, and you can see where your old screws are. So you know it's there. So we need to put one here. One there. You can run one there. It just keeps you. I know eventually I'm gonna run into some, so that'll just kind of keep you from getting in trouble. So I'm gonna get this corner halfway squared up, and I'm gonna put one in this corner, then we can hinge it around. I guess I'll just keep twisting it around out here while I clamp it good. You can use your eye chronometer or your hand chronometer here, your finger chronometer. I can split the difference. All right. Now, get that pretty near close. And we're going to keep on running these, and we'll come back on the last level. Ain't no need boring y'all to death with a bunch of drilling and stuff. I'll let you see these last two so you don't feel like you've been cheated out of anything. Yeah, just keep stacking them up like this, off and on, or back and forth, whatever you gonna call it. Then, like the rest of them, that one goes on that way. And then if you keep going, you go this way. You know what it is. So we'll do that real quick. I'll bring you back on the last one. All right, guys, we're down to the last one. If you can see, I've moved them in and done them this way, done this way. You just got to keep going around like that because eventually you're probably going to hit one. So this is the last round for the short dog here. So we just going to, and not all y'all's, unless you're a lot better at cutting than me and Daddy are, they ain't going to be perfect. They're going to be hung over a little bit and stuff like that. But you can come back, and if it bothers you bad enough, you can, if you had a table saw, you could probably run up there and flush them. But these are just supposed to hold stuff up. Yeah, it's the last round for short dogs. So this is the 10s. Will get you total height of 7 5/8 and tire height of 6 1/8. Where your tire's gonna sit in here or in this way. This height's 6 1/8. So that's what short dogs will do for you. So I got this, and we just bump them just a hair, get them close enough, not as dusty. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go a little different here. Made it on that one. Made it on that one. Can we get lucky? So far. Alrighty. Burn these units in. Tell you guys, these things make great paint stands. I set stuff on them. I use them for all kind of junk. It don't matter. Not just for car stuff. Like I said, you can make paint stands. You can make a bench out of it. Take 2 of these, put a board across it if you're working on a car blocking. I'll go here and there and show you our collection of custom jack stands here. Like I said, just get them flush. Get this spun around real quick. Like that. Working on a table's good. You can do them on the floor, whatever you got. Like I said, we're going to do this in the same way, just halfway squared up. Looking kind of professional. I've seen these at a lot of hot rod shops and stuff, and I was like, well, we can make some of them. Even though we ain't good carpenters, me and Daddy can still make them. Well, Daddy's a better carpenter than I am. Let's see. That feels good and flush. I'm gonna come way in on this one. I ain't saying that until I get them all built, because I'll end up running into one of them screws eventually. I'll show you this box again of the screws that I'm using. These things work really good. They cut good. Like I said, it's a number 10 by 2.5, so if you use an 8-inch drill bit, you'll be good and not split nothing. Alright guys, well that there is done. Like I said, you can use this thing upright. You can run stuff through here to hold stuff up. I mean, this thing does everything. So, like I said, you can run your tires this way, or you can run your tires this way. It don't really matter. It's however you want to do it. Just make sure you're safe about doing anything. And if you don't feel safe putting these under a car, by all means don't. I'm not an instructor. I'm just showing you what I'm using here and what I've been using, and it works. We're going to name this one here real quick. We're going to fall on the floor. I don't care. So, Short dog, 2025. I didn't put the 0, did I? All right, 2025. There it is. All right, guys, here's a couple things you're gonna need: a good rubber mallet, and these are called Forstner bits. I don't know if you know what they are. We'll link some. They're basically like a hole saw that takes everything out at one time with it. It'll make a nice square plug hole like that. They're not that expensive, but you're gonna need one big enough to clear that. We may jump up to the next one because I'm probably not gonna be that accurate. Yeah, that'll be good. That is a 1-inch Forstner bit. Like I said, it cuts a good flat square hole. But what we're gonna do is, since our tire's gonna go this way and that's the V, we're gonna square this unit up here the best we can in that V and get her squared to the end like that, and get her halfway squared this way like that. Bump her forward just a skosh. And we're gonna go kapow, kapow. Line them back up because they're hot. See, it clicked right in. We'll go kapow. Make sure she's still locked in. Kapow. Alrighty. Now, we got some nice little divots right here. So, I'm gonna show you how this bee works. This will keep this thing from falling off. It locks it in. And we're gonna probably have to go at least the depth of that because that looks like about how high that is. So we're gonna get this little bitty point right here, dead in the middle of our kapow. Check that out, a nice square hole, looks good. I'm gonna do all of them like that, about that depth, and make sure it seats in the bottom of that thing. What are you doing? These are little porter cables. They work great. Making a mess. All right. I guess the way I had it. Now, is that setting flush? Let me spin it around it. Make sure we're deep enough. Oh yeah. Now see, look at that. We'll give her good. Now that makes her mobile right there, guys. So we can jack that front end up and it'll be level and still mobile. You can make them shorter, taller, whatever you want. So let's try her out. Right. Chuck that old one over there. There we go, guys. I'm gonna build the other one real quick. Look at that. That thing's set on there, ain't going nowhere. It's going to be nice and level, going to be up where we can work on it. I'm going to build the other one real quick. Y'all need to see it. I'm building exactly like that, and I'll show you when we get to the other side, lift it up, show you how wonderful these tools actually are, and you need some. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're going to dump her down. Now the truck should sit fairly level. Yeah, I might remember I might put a little block of wood under this because this get it up just a little higher. Well, there she is. You could crawl up under this thing and work on it. And like I said, you can take them off and set it down, whatever you need to do, but they work great. All right, guys, it ain't gonna take a whole lot of money in this. You get 6 of the boards out of an 8-foot stick. You need 10 to make one of the short dogs. So 2 sticks is gonna make one. So 2, 4, 6, 8 sticks at 8 foot long will do it. You could probably figure the math down a little bit. I think it's 15 5/8. It'll come out a little more even, but anyway, don't take a whole lot. Here's the tools again, guys, you need. Forstner bits, a hammer, tape measure, clamps, a good square, some cordless drills. Here's the decking screws here. Y'all can just screenshot that or pause it and look at it, see what you need. An 1/8" drill bit for these 10 2.5s, and it's what you get, guys. Look at this. Plenty of working room. Make them taller if you want. We can move them on these because we cut them recesses in it, so we can move the truck around. It makes it easy. Like if you're changing oil or anything, it'd be really easy to slide under there because you got a good, probably close to 2 foot. Let's see what it is on top of these stands. To the pitch weld on this C10 is 15 inches right here on the very bottom. So you got 15 inches underneath that thing. It's almost level. You can put a little bit on the back, but yeah, it works good. I'm gonna leave it like that where I can get under there and run brake lines safely and do all that, guys. But yeah, I think these things work great. We've been using them forever. Let me take you in here and show you our stash. We got a ton of these things. We got them all shapes and sizes. If you don't believe me, you just spunt around. Look at our collection here. We got all kinds, old ones, new ones. We just got tons of them. Yeah, guys, they work great. They keep you safe. Like I said, I don't like the steel jack stands. We got tons of them. That's where they stay, underneath the welding table. And they work good, but they slide around. You just gotta make sure you got them on good. These here are a little more forgiving because they got such a big footprint. Super cheap, guys. I think y'all like it. I think it'll keep you safe and it'll help you guys out. So I hope y'all enjoyed that video. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.